All right, so hello everyone. For today's webinar, we're going to be talking about Oslo, Norway. So, first of all, an introduction. The history. So, Norway's history is marked by its Viking Age origins, which began around 800 AD when Norse explorers, traders, and warriors traveled widely across Europe and beyond. In the Middle Ages, Norway formed a union with Denmark, leading to centuries of Danish rule until 1814, when Norway briefly gained independence before entering a union with Sweden. This union dissolved peacefully in 1905, establishing Norway as an independent kingdom. The, the country remained neutral during World War I and was occupied by Nazi Germany in World War II. Post-war, Norway became a founding member of NATO in 1949 and discovered substantial offshore oil reserves in the 1960s, transforming its economy. Its geography. So Norway is a Nordic country in Northern Europe, occupying the western portion of the Scandinavian peninsula. Known for its stunning natural landscapes, it features rugged coastlines, deep fjords, vast forests, and mountainous terrain. Kilometers from south to north, stretching above the Arctic Circle, which gives it a unique natural phenomena like the midnight sun in the summer and polar nights in winter. Norway shares land borders with Sweden, Finland, and Russia and has extensive coastline along the North Atlantic and Arctic Oceans. The country's geography is heavily shaped by glacial activity, resulting in its iconic fjords and mountainous landscapes. So the climate, so Norway's climate varies greatly from coastal to inland regions due to its latitude and geography. The western coast experiences a mild maritime climate with relatively warm winters and cool summers, thanks to the Gulf's influence. This area receives abundant rainfall, particularly in the southern western short regions. Inland and northern areas, however, have a colder, more continental climate with long snowy winters and shorter, warmer summers. Above the Arctic Circle, Norway has polar climates leading to extreme seasonal variations, including the midnight sun in the summer and polar nights in the winter. Climate change has also impacted Norway, contributing to warmer temperatures and reduced snowfall in some regions. Next up, we'll be talking about some attractions that can be found all over Oslo, Norway. So first off is Vigeland Sculpture Park, a unique open-air museum with over 200 sculpture by artist Gustav Vigeland. The park is a serene, visually striking place that showcases human life stages and emotions in dynamic, life-sized bronze and granite sculptures. Next is the Oslo Opera House, which is an architectural marvel located by the water. The Opera House has a sloping, accessible roof that visitors can walk on, offering panoramic views of the city and fjord. It is also a major cultural venue for performances. Akershus Fortress, a medieval castle and fortress dating back to the 13th century. Akershus offers a glimpse into Norway's history and spectacular views over the Oslo fjord. The fortress also houses museums and historic halls. Next is the Viking Ship Museum, showcasing well-preserved Viking ships and artifacts. This museum lets visitors experience Norway's Viking heritage through original longships and items recovered from Viking burial sites. The Royal Palace, home to Norway's royal family. The palace is a neoclassical building set in lush grounds. Visitors can watch the changing of the guards or join guided tours of its lavish interiors during the summer. Next is Karl Johan's Gate. This main street is bustling with shops, cafes, and historic buildings, linking Oslo's central train station to the Royal Palace. It is a vibrant place for experiencing Oslo's culture and atmosphere. Next is the cuisine. So the first dish is lutefisk, which is a traditional dish made from dried cod soaked in a lye solution before being cooked. Lutefisk has a unique gelatinous texture and is often served with potatoes, bacon, and mustard sauce. It's a polarizing but beloved dish, especially during Christmas. Raspeballer, which translates to potato dumplings, also known as club or comle. These hearty potato dumplings are often made with a mix of grated and boiled potatoes, sometimes filled with bacon or meat, and is typically served with a side of root vegetables and salted meat. Next is gravlax, which similar to smoked salmon, gravlax is cured with a mixture of salt, sugar, and dill, giving it a delicate, fresh flavor. It's typically served thinly sliced on bread or with mustard sauce as a popular appetizer. Next is brunost, also known as brown cheese. Made from wheat, brunost has a caramel-like flavor and is mildly sweet. It's often sliced and served on bread or crisp bread, and is a popular breakfast or snack item throughout Norway. Rakfisk, which is fermented trout. Rakfisk has a strong aroma and is typically eaten raw, sliced thin, and served with flatbread, sour cream, and onions. It is an acquired taste enjoyed by Norwegians in the winter months. Next is kringle, a type of sweet pretzel-shaped pastry often found flavored with almond paste, sugar, and sometimes cardamom. It's a classic Norwegian dessert or coffee treat. Lastly, some fun facts, then a video. As for fun facts, in northern Norway, the sun doesn't set for several weeks in the summer, which is known as the midnight sun, while the winter, it doesn't rise for an extended period, which is called the polar nights. Next is that Norway is considered the birthplace of skiing. The word ski comes from the Old Norse word skio, meaning piece of wood. Thirdly, the lateral tunnel spanning 24.5 kilometers, also equivalent to 15.2 miles, is the longest road tunnel in the world, connecting the towns of Lærdal and Øland. Norwegians have a notable love for frozen pizza, especially Grandiosa, which has become a cultural icon. Lastly, Norway offers one of the most generous parental leave policies in the world, allowing parents up to 49 weeks of paid leave. Thank you for visiting Oslo.